And if you study with my 8-week program, you will learn a system of self-defense that I developed over 2 seasons of fighting in the octagon. It's called Rex Kwando. I need a volunteer. Okay, you'll do. Come up here. Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei! Okay, now I'm going to give you one chance. One chance, people. Give me your best shot. All right, that was pretty good. Okay, now watch this, everybody. Grab my arm. The other arm. My other arm. Now, watch this. I'm just going to break the wrist and walk away. Break the wrist and walk away. Jeez! Okay, it's just that simple. Now, I want you to kick me. Come on, kick me. Okay, do it again. Do it again. Ouch! Okay, you'll block it every time. Have a seat. Now, in addition to what you just saw, if you study with my 8-week program, you're gonna learn these things. First off, Rex Kwando, we use the buddy system. No more flying solo. You need somebody watching your back at all times. Second off, you're gonna learn to discipline your image. Do you think I got where I am today because I dress like Peter Pan here? Take a look at what I'm wearing, people. Do you think anybody wants a roundhouse kick to the face while I'm wearing these bad boys? Forget about it. Last off, my students will learn about self-respect. Do you think anyone thinks I'm a failure because I go to Starlight at night? Forget about it. Now, for only $300, you can sign up right now for my 8-week program.
Well, that place was a ripoff.
Wow. Wow. If anybody does not know where that quote comes from, that is from Napoleon Dynamite, a beloved favorite of ours. A weird one that needs interesting humor. You have to have a good sense of humor to watch that one, because if you watch it for the first time or like you don't have a good sense of humor, you're gonna be like, what the heck
What
is
in the
this?
world is going on?
What am I watching? So
what are you gonna do today, Napoleon? Whatever I feel like I want to do. Gosh.
sounds like every teenager that's ever lived. Or at least what they wanted to say. Anyways, hello. Yeah. Hello.
Hi,
this
everyone.
Is Bump That, episode 59. Welcome back. We missed you guys. It's only been a week, but we missed you guys so much. Anyways, we have a special guest, but first, we've got KT in this corner.
Forget about it.
And I am Miliana, your host, and you'll notice I did not say Brian is here with us because instead we have his lovely daughter, our niece, Ella Bauman, in the house. Say hi to us, Ella.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, what a lovely voice as opposed to Brian's hi.
No, we have our lovely niece in the studio with us today.
Brian's hi, I'm Pat back.
You're so dumb. The reason why Ella is with us today is because she actually watched something that she decided that she wanted to share with everybody on the show. And we said, hey, you know what? Let's do it. We're getting this girl on here. We're letting her share. So Ella, why don't you take it away?
Hi, Bump That. I watched a movie called West Side Story on Disney+. It is rated PG-13. So white people were against Puerto Rican people. But there was a dance where two couples met each other. The main character is named Tony, and he is white. Then he meets a girl named Maria. Tony and Maria fall in love together. But here's the situation. Maria is Puerto Rican, so they are against each other. So
their people are against each other.
The people are against each other.
Yeah.
So they started to sing and stuff, and Maria, but there was a big battle against white.
The gangs were fighting.
The gangs were fighting against Puerto Rican versus white people.
Oh
so
man.
Maria has an older sister. Tony killed her boyfriend, and Maria and Tony wanted to go away.
Whoa.
But Maria's older sister told Tony that Maria died. So Maria is super sad. But actually Maria didn't die because
it was just a lie.
It was just a lie.
Whoa, lies, death,
shoot.
racism.
So actually Tony gets shot.
Oh my
And-
gosh.
Oh my.
So what happens is that Maria is really sad. It's an amazing movie. Thank you for listening.
You're welcome.
right, wait, they're
that
gonna
was
talk to you.
beautiful.
They're gonna ask you some
Wow,
questions.
Ella.
So
Thank
that
you.
was very well presented.
Yes.
Very well presented. So I have a question for you.
Yes.
What did you think of the music? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
What parts about it
What did you
like?
enjoy about it?
Like, there was a song called I Am Pretty that I really liked.
Mm-hmm. I
I'm
am
pretty.
pretty. Oh, so pretty.
So this was a dancing movie? No?
Yeah, like a dancing, singing movie. Like
Okay.
a
A
musical.
musical.
Okay,
yeah.
the musical. And how did you feel while watching the film? Did you feel angry? Were you upset? Did you like, no, this isn't right? How'd you feel?
I felt like, no, it's not right. But kind of at the end, I started having like tears because it was really sad.
Aw.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So Maria was alive, and did they end up together in the end?
No, because Tony died.
Oh, that's right. Tony did die.
Spoilers.
No, she had
I'm
already
kidding.
said that.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Tony died. Okay, so it was sad in the end. There was what did Maria do in the end then?
Like, she, like, well, they didn't really, like, tell what happened at the end,
Mhm.
like, next. But, like, I know, like, they carried Tony, like,
They took his
The-
body away.
yeah,
Oh,
they took
okay.
his body away.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
So if you had to rate this movie, Ella, what would you rate it from 1 to 10?
Probably like a 9.
A 9. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So you very much enjoyed this
Dang.
film.
Yes.
That's great.
Very cool. Did you think that Tony was hot? You can say it. Be honest.
Sort of.
Sort of. That's funny.
Good deal. Let me think. One more question.
Well, Ella, did you know that you too are Puerto Rican?
Yeah, it's true.
I am?
You
Yeah.
are.
Abuela is Puerto Rican.
Boo?
Oh.
Yep. Yeah,
I
that's
thought
why
I
she
was-
speaks Spanish all the times and cooks like she does.
I thought I was like kind of like half Polish too.
Yes,
Oh,
you
you
are.
are. You are.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
a whole
but-
mixture of things. That's why the movie is important. It's talking about why are we hating each other?
Yeah.
Why can't we just get along even though we're different?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
While you're white, you also have mixed blood. So you're Polish, that's white, and you have Puerto Rican, which is also still white, but just a little bit different. So, your dad is Puerto Rican, even though he's completely white. But you look at Boo, and she's white, but she's fully Puerto Rican. So that's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
And now you have
Yeah.
some other way to relate to the movie you had no idea about. Brian, why
Yeah.
aren't you teaching your daughter about your Puerto Rican heritage?
You done?
Oh,
can't
he
hear
can't hear us, so he has
No,
no idea
yeah.
what's going on. He's just
Some more
like,
discussions
yeah,
to be
yeah.
to hold this man accountable for teaching his daughter
Yes.
about his heritage that he wants to
Um,
disown.
So Ella, I have one last question for you. Do you like Donkey Kong?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
It's fun.
All right, well there you
Just
go.
wanted to establish that.
Thank you so much, Ella, for coming on the show. I hope to have you
thank
here
you.
again for more reviews of your movies that you watch now that you're becoming a big girl.
Thank you so much.
All
You're
right, we'll see you next
welcome.
time, girly.
Woo!
Bye.
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 Headphones on. All right, good
That
one.
was great. That was so
Bum, bum,
precious
bum.
and kind.
Bum, bum, bum.
She just wanted to share her little piece. But what the heck, Brian? Why haven't you told your daughter you're Puerto Rican?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, he
yeah,
completely
yeah,
disowns our
yeah.
side of the family.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
telling Mommy Rosa.
Oh gosh. Oh my god.
Hi,
Speaking
Hey,
of
man.
Brian, why do you
That's
disown me?
perfect. That's perfect.
I'm a citizen of heaven. I'm a child of God.
Oh
Aw.
my gosh.
Aren't we all, brother?
Oh my gosh.
Anyways,
By the way, West Side Story was really good, and
Was it?
yeah, she really enjoyed. I really wanted her to see it because it's usually at the age when you see a movie like that, like you saw like the original one, like when you're 8 or 9 years old. In school, you see the original one from the 60s or 50s
you
or
didn't let
whatever.
Chloe watch it though, right?
No, Chloe
Okay.
couldn't watch that one. It was, I mean, that one was probably the most mature movie that Ella's seen.
Mhm.
Like, she's been wanting to see, like, Titanic, the DiCaprio one.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, you're just not ready for that one. That one's
maybe a little bit much.
when you're like 13 or 14, that's probably the right age. But this one was a very mature film for her. I mean, it deals with racism and prejudice. There's murder. People get stabbed. There's not like love scenes. You don't really see anybody like.
And that's like the difference between the Titanic, where it's like this is dealing with like drowning and sex.
Yeah, and that's really. I mean, that's a lot of people die. Kids die in that one. And
that one's just horrific to watch towards the end. Like the whole story is fine, but there's the prejudice of like the different class systems and whatever. But past all of that, towards more into the movie, it's like, oh, this is a little bit gruesome to watch.
In fact, in this one too, in West Side Story, there was even like an attempted rape scene, which got really dark, and I was like, but she got through it. I was like, those are some bad people right there. That's
and that's when you just
wicked.
like introduce the conversation, like let her know, like, hey, this stuff happens, but it ain't good. But
yeah, she really enjoyed it, and it was her good first tough movie.
That's good. I think my first one. Well, this one's kind of scary, but Signs. Yeah. And none of you guys think it's scary, but for me, as like
Signs is super scary.
For how old I was when I saw that movie, I was probably Chloe's age, and it terrified me. Terrified.
Chloe would fall asleep in that movie.
That birthday scene when they're looking at the TVs and that alien walks by, I was like, dude, my whole life has changed.
He's behind.
My whole life was changed after that, and I actually believed in aliens. Not gonna lie, I believed in aliens after that scene, and the dog's claw or whatever, like the foot underneath the door.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but they were like, it's an alien hand or something. I don't even remember. Anyways, that was very, very precious of her to come on. I hope we have more Ella reviews here in the future. Your whole family.
There's this guy, Maria, who fell in love with Tony.
She's so cute calling them white people and Puerto Rican people. Tony. She's so cute. Alrighty, well, we've got quite a show for you guys today. Thank you guys for letting Ella do that. Not that you had any choice. Anyways, we're talking Batman, God of War, Walking Dead, I Am Legend, and Disney Plus. And for our chunk, we're going to be talking about animated villains and their rankings. Where are we ranking them? We've been doing a couple episodes on rankings lately, so once again, we'll all have 3 to choose from, and we all have to agree on number 10. So that'll be later on in the episode, but first, we've got the Batman rakes in dollars 125 million.
Rakes in dollars.
Some Yoda coming out. Weekend, and the audience reviews were.
Oh man, the movie was so good, dude.
It really? That's what you're hearing, though?
I saw it. I'm telling you what I saw.
I heard from other people that I know that it was really, really good.
I heard from some people it was a slugfest.
No, not really even a slugfest. No. What do you mean a slugfest? Like there's a lot of action?
It was long. It was just long, and
but it was a good long. When a movie is good and watchable, it doesn't matter how long it is.
Right. So what did you think of it then?
I thought it was great. I feel that, out of all the Batman movies that have come out over the past like 10, 15 years, this one probably feels the closest to being like a real classic Batman story,
Yeah, without getting into any spoilers, I heard that Gotham is more portrayed as like a crappy place to live, like it should be. Like it's dark and grim.
It's
and
a
dirty.
big, sprawling city, with different levels. You have corrupt government, you have, gangs that run the town, then you have a criminal just rising up out of the poverty-stricken drugs and everything. So it's just a really tough town, but you have the Batman just coming out of the shadows just to kick butt, dude.
And
I mean, it's what you want everything a Batman movie to be.
And how did you think of the actors? How'd they do?
Great. Bob Pattinson is excellent as Batman.
I love that he calls him Bob.
I call people by their names. What do you want me to call him? Bobby? Bobby Pattinson does a good job.
Wait,
he does great.
Brian, wait, really quick. Brian, what is this movie? Oh, hi, Bobby. Nice, so pleased to meet you.
I was gonna do that for the intro tonight. I was gonna do a Dumbledore intro.
What's that one?
Oh,
Anyways,
we'll keep it for later.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Bobby Pattinson does great. He's very brooding. As Bruce Wayne, Batman, perfect. He's got the physicality for it. I completely believed him as Batman. He sold it.
That's great.
I
was nervous.
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz is probably the best Catwoman. She's outstanding. Better than Anne Hathaway. Better than Anne Hathaway is Catwoman.
Really? Okay.
Yes. And I heard that she auditioned for the Dark Knight Rises one. Hathaway was in. Yeah, that Zoe Kravitz auditioned for that one back in 2012 when that first came out. But she got denied because of the color of her skin. That really sucks, dude. They said she was too urban.
Well, what I heard was that there's the police Gordon, he's a black guy. The mayor was a black woman, and now
Jeffrey Wright. But Jeffrey Wright is one of those actors that he does anything and it's gonna be good because you've seen Jeffrey Wright in so many films, and he's one of the best character actors. Anything he's in, it's always good because he's a solid, dependable actor. Mm-hmm. He's amazing.
I was happy to hear that there was a more mixed cast.
I agree.
Than the stereotypical Gotham. It's just white people.
Or even Colin Farrell as the Penguin is great casting. He steals a lot of every scene he's in. He's just a lot of fun. He's a great villain as the Penguin. He's amazing in it. Paul Dano as the Riddler, I was kind of like, it's kind of like every serial killer kind of shtick that's been done before. Mm-hmm. It's nothing new, but he was dependable in it. He was solid.
I loved the Riddler in the Gotham TV show that aired. He was just like a quirky, dopey guy that just all of a sudden got like really sick and twisted. It was like, whoa!
Was he the redheaded guy?
No, that was the Joker's character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Riddler in the Gotham TV show had glasses.
Yeah. And he was like their
he looked like a generic white guy.
He was like their examiner at
the forensics guy.
Right. And I thought his portrayal was really good. But I'm glad to hear that the characters were played well. But did it feel long? Because that's what I was hearing. It didn't feel long.
I mean the movie is 2 hours and 50 minutes, so pretty much 3. But it feels like it could be a 2 hour and 20-minute movie. You know, it goes by quick. You're captivated by the story. It's got enough action to not make it seem really slow or dragging or anything. It's like a good graphic novel come to life. It is probably, I mean, it's up there with The Dark Knight, the Heath Ledger one. It's up there.
Wow.
It really is. I'm not sure, because to me, my favorite Batman movies are the Nicholson one from '89, Mask of the Phantasm, Dark Knight. I like Batman Begins. I love all the Batman movies, all of them. But
I rewatched
this one,
Dark Knight, and it was so good.
This one is gonna be a top 3 Batman film, I think, by the end. Mm-hmm. You know,
that's great. I'm glad. Do you think did they leave it open for more movies?
Yes.
Awesome. So they're just going to keep the franchise pumping out just like
this is going to be a trilogy. In fact, they were already talking about spin-offs. There's going to be an HBO Max show just about the Penguin with Colin Farrell reprising his role. But they do leave it a lot of, Easter eggs for future films and all that. But the movie is so good, I really want to see it again in theaters. I saw it in theaters and it was so good, and I want to see it again.
What I hope they do is that they don't go the same route as the past films, and they don't just do, okay, well, we had this character, and now we're going to introduce the Joker in the next one, and then the next movie's going to be, the same old boring characters that we've seen the whole time. I want new like, we have the old Batman characters, villains, but I want them to have their spotlight, you know? I
They
want...
should put Darkseid in there. Has there been a DC film
Yeah.
with Darkseid?
He's in the Justice League movie. The Zack Snyder's Justice
Oh, you
League
know
cut.
what? I even saw that, and I didn't
That
even
one was
remember.
good. But I want a new villain. Not a new villain written. I want a new a new villain portrayed on the big screen. I don't want to see the Joker again. I don't want to see...
That's so is the kind of the bit is like, do you go with like a more science fiction kind of character or, you know, a more elaborate, weird character? Because, you know, a lot of these Batman movies lately, they're made into like the real world.
Right.
So you have a Joker who's like in the real world, but can you do like Mr. Freeze? Can you do like Clayface?
Yeah.
You know,
Or
characters like that are a little... Like, I would love Man-Bat. I think Man-Bat would be an awesome
that would be
character,
good.
but it's a very supernatural, science fiction, horror-y kind of character.
I even
that
think
doesn't...
like
it's,
a
you know...
like a Lex Luthor would be really fun to watch. I don't know.
Well,
yeah, see, that
it'd
would be
a good
more
one.
real life, you know, but that's
But
more
they-
Superman, though, too.
But they
Yeah.
could just well, I don't know. I was watching Hunter and I started watching Justice League again, the animated show. And I was like, they have so many good written characters as villains in the DC universe. Why don't they freaking use them, you know?
Yeah.
Like Solomon Grundy. Ah, what a fun character.
Yeah,
Grundy.
or my favorite has always been I forget their name, but they're like the cards, like King, Queen.
Yes, I remember
Ace.
that episode.
Yeah,
we talked
they-
about
Oh,
that
yeah.
I mean, they're recurring characters.
Yeah,
and
we talked about them.
they're probably my favorite villains in the whole DC. They're just so well written and so interesting. So to see that come
Ace
to life,
and-
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
don't know
absolutely.
if they would like to branch out more into the DC universe as a whole, or if they just want to stay strictly Batman universe. I don't know.
I mean, they've done Killer Croc. He was in the Suicide Squad
Yeah.
movie. They've done Deadshot. You know, he was in Suicide Squad. you know.
Firefly had his own TV show. I'm pretty sure. Firefly. See, no one cared.
Are you thinking about the space show?
No,
Oh, I don't know, Firefly.
I'm pretty sure that was a show. I don't know. Anyways, what was your grade on it then? On the movie?
I'm gonna give it definitely a letter grade of A minus. Yeah.
So it's that good.
Yes.
What was Dark Knight for you?
Dark Knight is A straight. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So it's pretty good.
That's because Heath Ledger's Joker is, you know,
Oh, it's
phenomenal.
love it every time.
Phenomenal cosmic powers.
Itty bitty lemon face. Speaking of cosmic powers, kind of, God of War series for Amazon Prime. I'm excited for this,
I'm not.
honestly.
I'm
No?
not.
Why? When I saw that, I was actually really like thrilled. Why?
I am not.
Why?
So I'm gonna get on my high horse and I'm gonna keep it brief. I have been a God of War fangirl for 6 years now, since I got married, because I saw that Wesley had all the God of War games downloaded on his PS3, and I got curious and I played all of them. And now they have that one game that is Norse based, and all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, let's do a movie, or let's do a TV show." No, and it's going to be Norse based. That just drains
Norse
the blood
based
out of
is really in right now.
Yeah.
you
Yes,
know?
and it drains my blood because I feel like it's going to be exactly like The Witcher, which The Witcher was great, super
So
popular, super great show, super great game, but it's going to be like a copy paste of The Witcher. I can already feel it, and that's
well, I
not
think there's
what-
more. There's so much more different than The Witcher than the God of War franchise.
Yeah, but
The
they're gonna
whole
make
premise is completely different.
Yeah, but they're gonna make it look like that. I have a feeling it's going to be like Game of Thrones, like that kind of. It's going to be dark. It
So are
is
you
a
just
very
not a
dark
fan
game.
of that type of thing, or do you want them to
Well,
do
no.
the Greek version?
I want them to do the Greek version if they're going to do it, because that was the majority of the games. There are
Greek? No one cares about the Greek.
there
Would
are
it be
at least...
would it be like Hercules then, the Kevin Sorbo,
Ooh,
show?
hey. I'd be up for that. That'd be fun. The thing about it is God of War is not a fun, like, it does not make you feel good. It's not meant to make you feel good. It's supposed to be depressing and actiony and bloodthirsty and all that.
Do you think
which,
they're gonna try and make it feel good? I don't think they
no,
would.
I think they're going to water it down. I think they're going to
For
water
Amazon
it down.
Prime, I highly doubt that.
And casting Kratos is a monumental task. I feel like we're tossing that word around. Monumental task, because he is a very tall, very strong, very tough, like, fearless guy.
So not The Rock.
Literally thinking the same thing.
my
Oh
God.
my gosh.
The day they cast The Rock...
Dwayne Johnson is Kratos.
Kratos.
The day they
And he
cast
goes,
The Rock as
"Boy."
Kratos is the day I give up my Amazon subscription.
No, I'm hopeful. I hate being hopeful about things because then I get disappointed. Usually I'm very skeptical about things. I'm like, I don't think it's gonna be good. And then I'm like, oh, I was pleasantly surprised. So I'm a little bit scared to be excited for it. But because the Norse stuff and, like, you know, Viking whatever type of stuff is so popular, I don't really see how they can go wrong with it. They have so much source material. One, the video game. Two, other shows of that same genre. So there's really not much they can go wrong.
Okay, well, here's where they can go wrong. There's only been one Norse video game. Just one. How are you going to make a show off of that?
They have so much to go off from that game.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. That game was long. It was not short. There's a lot of content
So what are
packed
you gonna
into
do?
it.
What are you going to do before Ragnarok comes out, allegedly at the end of this year?
Okay, so what if they already have the ins and outs of Ragnarok and they're just gonna pump that out as well? What if they've already...
When is this coming out? When is the show coming out?
I don't know.
Oh, it's not even like in pre-production yet. This is just like
Right.
hey,
So-
we're talking about it.
So what if they already have the ins and outs of the game? They've been talking to the creators of the game. They're getting both, you know, stories back and forth. Maybe they're just leading up to all of that, and I don't know. I'm very, very skeptical of it. I would love to be proven wrong. If this is the greatest thing since Betty White, then I will say that this May
is
she
the
rest in
greatest
peace.
thing since Betty White. But I am very skeptical. I am as skeptical as the Super Mario movie.
I think it's gonna be great. Honestly, I think it's gonna be great. But you know what?
Don't say it.
Bump that will be there for both of those things, God of War and Super Mario. When is that coming out? Super Mario movie. Does it have a
This
release date yet?
winter, I think.
I'm so excited. Bump that's gonna be there.
Maybe this summer.
I
It is
want it-
coming out this year.
I want it to be there for.
Is it coming out? I thought is it coming out Christmas or like the holidays?
Let me.
Their
check
holiday
this.
film.
Super Mario movie.
You have Seth Rogen.
December 21st.
Wow.
2022.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the boys to the theater to see that one.
I'm gonna take myself.
I'm taking the boys. And I'd be like, Hunter, throw them in the car. We're going. It's happening. Mario movie. Not for them. Not even
It's
for them.
happening. It's happening.
Not even for them. It's happening for myself. And we're just going to tag them along because they're good boys. Anyways,
It's happening.
speaking of good boys, The Walking Dead is getting another spinoff.
Ugh.
Make it stop.
Brian
Make
is
it
going,
stop.
gag.
So Joanna and I are just troughing through the final season. We didn't realize that. So the final season was supposed to be, like all shows now, the final season split into two. No, Walking Dead decided, you know what? What would be better if we didn't just split it in two? If we split it into three. So now there's three different segments of the Walking Dead final season. Right now we're currently through the second chunk of the final season you know.
Did
So
Brian
there's still
just say
one.
chunk? Chunk? Is it time
Yeah.
for the chunk?
No. So there's still there's still one more whole, you know, section of chapters of episodes that are going to be coming out later on in the year. So we're just like, please make it end. Make it end. But unfortunately, no, because Walking Dead still, even, I mean, at one point, this was like the most popular TV show. You know, it was everybody and their grandmother watched it. But so yeah, let's just make a spin-off to recapture the glory old days. So if you watch the show, Maggie and Negan, spoilers, they're going to be heading up to New York for whatever happens,
Oh my
just to deal with
gosh.
more zombie stuff in New York City or New York State. I don't know. It's like, just let it
Does
die
anyone
already.
even really care about Negan? I thought everybody wanted him dead.
No, I like Negan. Negan is a great character. He's a fun character,
What
but it's
even
like
is going on in the story? Are they like trying to?
they're just trying to survive, just like they do every other
Why?
day.
Why bother?
Just die. Just let me
Literally.
die.
Literally, how many people are alive in this series?
It's like The Last of Us without any hope.
How
Like,
how
zero
many
hope.
how many people are actually living on the planet still? Do they have any
At
idea?
least a million. At least a million.
Die.
Because they
Die,
found this one
die,
town
die.
where there's like 50,000 people in it. And it's doing really well.
It's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Kill me! What are you waiting for? Kill me now!
Drink the Kool-Aid, all right?
Oh my gosh.
It's not worth it anymore. Your world.
Oh yeah.
That's how I've always felt about zombie
no.
apocalypses. I'm like, y'all, we're not gonna win unless we've got like some nukes or something that only take out zombies for some reason. Just die. I'm just gonna die. Bye.
Golly.
I'm not gonna live during it. I'm not gonna.
Hey, everybody.
I'm not-
Let's just die.
I'm not gonna sit there putting myself through PTSD to be like, yep, I made it.
Now, these
And
people
then-
have had PTSD like 3 times in a row, you know?
Exactly. Is it worth living anymore?
See, I would imagine that I would like to think anyway that I would be like Woody Harrelson in Zombieland. Where's the
Eating
freaking
Twinkies?
Twinkies? And just like taking them out just for fun, like thinking of fun ways to take them out. I mean, what else
I was thinking of Woody Harrelson in that movie 2012 when he's like the survivor and he's like
Yeah.
he's right next to the volcano in Montana and it's exploding. He's like, "Yay!" You know, "Yay!" You know, anyways, that's all. So yeah, prepare yourselves,
Yay.
Walking Dead fans, for more Walking Dead because Walking Dead is not enough Walking Dead.
You can't kill the undead.
Well, speaking of undead, well, kind of undead was, well, yeah, kind of. I Am Legend sequel with Will Smith and Michael B. Jordan.
So did you guys ever see the very popular 2007 film?
Yes.
Katie did, I
if
did
I'm
not.
if I'm not mistaken, Will Smith died at the end.
Yeah.
No, he did? I thought he lived.
He died.
No, he died. He
sacrificed
sacrificed himself,
Oh.
and then he killed a dog.
I was about to say, I thought the dog was the only one that died.
No.
No.
Boo.
But I mean, that movie made a bajillion dollars,
It
and
was really
so
good too.
I mean, it
I
wasn't
really
a bad
liked it.
movie. It was done well.
Well,
so
I mean,
they're
that
gonna
was like at the peak of Will Smith's career during that time.
Oh man,
Yeah.
he's gonna win an Oscar this year. So
For what?
for King Richard, the story where he plays
right.
Venus and Serena Williams' dad. He's probably going to win the Oscar. I need to see the movie. I'm probably going to see it this weekend. But yeah, Mike B. Jordan is going to be doing the next installment. Everybody loves Mike B. Jordan. He's super cool. So yeah, I Am Legend. No, we are Legend.
So I wonder what that means if Will Smith
Will Smith in We Are Legend.
if he's gonna be in it.
Maybe it's just like a cameo, like flashback.
Yeah,
Uh,
but it's Will
that's not
Smith.
even,
You're
like,
not.
putting
I
him
mean,
in
you're
it.
gonna pay him $20 million just for like a
Yeah.
Little flashbacks.
a 5-minute
Yeah.
cameo.
No,
You will.
You
Because
wouldn't
he's
wanna-
Will Smith.
but you wouldn't want to do that anyways. You'd be like, he died. Bye. We're not paying the money for that one. I don't know. How are they gonna bring him in? Is it gonna be like maybe more backstory or something of how it all happened, or?
No, because they introduced that in the first one.
Okay, so I have.
Yeah, you already know what happened. They tried to cure cancer, and
It didn't go well.
cancer
Rat.
cured us.
You know what? One of those zombie movies that I hated was World War Z.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
Hated that one.
Yeah.
Hated it. One, it was just so freaky to watch the zombies like shake so sporadically, like bumblebees or something, and like the way they climbed on each other, it looked so uncanny and weird. And then I don't think the movie was interesting at all. So, not a good one. We'll see if this one's any good. Are you guys interested in this one at all? Would you go see it?
It's Will Smith and Mike B. Jordan. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
I'll see it when I see it.
Okay.
I have this recurring thought. There's this one. There are no words even spoken in the film, but you see it. I think he's in New York City or something like that, and you see a gas station, and the gas price is something like $5 or $6 a gallon.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh.
We just had the cure for cancer, or for COVID. Everyone who got the vaccine is now destined.
Dang, Ileana, you can't talk like that. This is not a political show. What the heck, man?
Bro, I have
Dang.
the vaccine. I'm ready to be zombified.
And just shrivel up and die, apparently.
We're on our way to those gas
According to
prices,
you.
man.
According to you. There's also another scene in I Am Legend that I love where he sees a mannequin out in the street. He talks to the mannequins as though they're people, but obviously they don't move. And so he sees a random one out in the street, and he's like, no! And he's like, am I going crazy? I love that scene. I think about it all the time.
That movie, I mean, it was made really well. If you watch it, I think it's one of Will Smith's best. You know, he's just really, it's pure action Will Smith, you know, with the good drama acting skills that he has. He's really just able to connect, but it's just done really well. I mean, that movie cost probably like $200 million to make, and everybody and their grandmother saw that movie in the, you know, fall of 2007. It made it. It was, yeah, due to the, you know, the pure awesomeness of Will Smith and what a huge, pure blockbuster movie maker he is. He was able to just sell you on that film. You know, it was, yeah, it had everything going for it.
You know what wasn't a great Will Smith movie? After Earth with his son.
Oh,
yeah, even he mentions that.
Oh, that one was bad. Dad and I watched that in theater, and we were like, that wasn't good. We came out like, we kind of wasted our money on that one. Not a good one. Neither was Will Smith's movie Bright.
I was like, Blight?
No,
I never heard of that.
Bright.
Oh, that was the Netflix movie.
That was not good either. I tried
That
to watch
was,
it.
He had a period, like, right after, I would say right after, yeah, like, that, after I Am Legend, where he made it kind of make clunkers.
Yeah.
You know? And then Aladdin
kind of... in everything for some
Aladdin kind of pulled him out of it a little bit. He got some notoriety. He got his funk back, you know, his mojo, and
yeah,
now he's back up there again. So
well, good for him.
Yeah.
Speaking of Aladdin, we've got some Disney Plus news. They're introducing a new tier for people who want to pay a cheaper subscription, but this comes with ads. So, what do we think about this? Is this something that we approve of, or is it just kind of like, why even?
I'm gonna tell you one thing off topic really quick though, but about Disney Plus. I'm reading all the reviews about Turning Red. The critics love this movie.
Yeah,
great!
I
haven't heard anything about it yet.
Everybody's saying this movie is amazing, and everybody is so ashamed of Disney that this is not in theaters right now. That is not going to be opening up. You know, and it would make sense to put it in theaters because you know what? Everybody else is going to go see the Batman movie, but kids can go to the movies and see Turning Red, but they can't because unless they just stay home. It's
Which
just
is so weird because they
such
had
a lost opportunity.
they had Sing in theaters, and that got the kids in there, and that did really well. That was that was a great movie. I don't know if you guys have seen Sing 2 yet. Great movie. I laughed my butt off. But literally, they're pushing commercials like crazy for Turning Red. Why are they not? I know we've talked about this before, but it just makes no sense. They're literally shoving it in our faces now to go watch this movie. I've seen commercials everywhere, but they have it only on Disney Plus, and I think that is so dumb. Ugh. But I'm glad to hear that critics are giving it awesome reviews. It looks amazing.
They even I've seen reviews where they said that even though it's a different animation style, it's the best animation they've seen in decades.
Really?
Yeah, I read
wow.
that. And
no kidding.
I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's good, because a lot of people were crapping on it, saying, oh, well, this is that California style that, everybody else is doing.
Yeah, Cal Arts. The two movies that stick out for me as, like, really amazing animation styles are the Lego Movie and Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Both of those are like, whoa, Mm-hmm. And you would be like, Lego Movie? Go back and watch that movie. There's so much going on. So, but anyways, moving back to Disney Plus, their tier. How do we feel about this? Their new added tier.
I wonder what kind of commercials they'll be. Will they be like Disney Channel commercials, where they're like, here, play with my Barbies or Nerf guns.
Well, that was the thing back in the day with the Disney Channel. They only played Disney-related commercials. You didn't see anything else. Like, Nickelodeon would play commercials for everything under the sun, like food and, other TV shows or whatever. But
Happy Meal time.
Yeah.
Their other Disney channels play regular commercials.
Like Disney XD.
Yeah, XD, yeah.
So they have regular commercials.
Yeah,
so,
I would imagine it would be.
They'd be like, "Are you suffering from erectile dysfunction?"
Oh my god! So we just had Brian's innocent daughter,
sweet angel daughter, and then we get that a 9-year-old.
When the mood is right.
We literally talked about that today at lunch. About what was his name?
Bob.
Bob and his erectile dysfunction. Oh my gosh.
Goodness. So Disney Plus subscription. So the Disney Plus subscription. How much will it be?
It'll probably be like $4.99, $5.99.
Which is really stupid, honestly.
Just pay the extra few bucks.
Exactly.
And
it really
don't worry about the ads.
No one wants to watch commercials anymore. We've been so babied into being like, ugh, commercials. I don't want to sit through this.
Then there'll be like political commercials like, vote for Joe Biden. Paid for by Joe Biden.
Yeah, or, did you know that your favorite, congressman is doing this thing? Oh, shocking news. Paid for by the opposing candidate.
You have a favorite congressman?
I don't know. I was just trying to make a bit. But it'll be crap like that. Hopefully not. Maybe it'll be they're trying to get you on their other Disney stuff to watch. We'll see. But I think it's
Does that mean then if they have the regular tier, then they have the cheap tier for cheapos, does that mean there's going to be a premium tier coming out soon?
The movies that come out, you buy them right away. They are directly deposited into your bank.
Nothing like Raya and the Last Dragon, just dumped on your front lawn.
Well,
you would
even have Turning Red dumped onto you right away without having to pay if you paid like the, $35 a month, $15 a month.
Imagine if there were a tier like that. You can bet your hiney that you would get garbage like that and like just polished up like, here you go. Look what we did, because you are top tier. You get this. This is what you get, and it's made very cheap.
No, you get, if like the premium, you like upload like a picture of yourself or something, and then like, we're gonna put you in the show. Look, in this crowd of Tatooine for Obi-Wan Kenobi, you see yourself.
Oh my god,
in Tatooine. I don't know. Maybe this will be the only tier, but for now it just seems kind of like, why?
You've seen WandaVision, now see WandaVision with yourself.
I don't even know.
see Wanda's vision through your vision.
That's so dumb.
Oh, so dumb. Hey, anything to get that extra $2-3 a month,
It's
man.
so stupid. No one wants to watch advertisements. That's why they're paying for the subscription. Literally, everybody's been so babied. Like, going back to regular cable and having to sit through 10 minutes of commercials, you're like, what the heck am I paying for?
Man.
And not being able to fast forward, especially, too, now that people have that luxury also. You can't fast forward through commercials. So, who knows? Who knows? But when it comes out, we'll hear the people's thoughts. The people.
We the people.
Yes. Anyways, that ends finally our news segment. Gosh, it's gone on a long time. But now we are entering... That's Wesley laughing his butt
That was
off.
Fidel, sorry.
Oh.
Oh my
I
gosh.
thought that was Wesley.
Sound of little girls laughing in the back.
We've
I
got...
think they're watching TikToks.
Of course they are. Fail Army or something like that.
Fail Army is the only way to live.
Anyways, we are entering the chunk zone.
So chunky.
We are doing animated villains ranking. Ranking animated villains. That's a better way to say it. Yes, get your words in line, Ileana. Anyways, I think we should start with me this time because we started with Katie one week and we started with Brian another week for these rankings. Is that something that we can agree on?
Just
Sure.
do it.
Okay.
Oh, I just want to go on record really quick before we do anything. I have 2 picked out right now, and depending on what you guys say, will have definitely an effect on my third choice. I just want to throw that out there. So
Okay, I see. Well, oh man, I don't know if.
But if you guys choose my favorite
I know
favorite
who
villain
your
on here,
favorite is. I should steal it just for a spite.
if you do,
I
I'm
know
telling
exactly
you,
who it
if
is.
you do, I'll break you in half, man.
Oh, there's some threats being thrown on the show right now. Should we go to commercial break so we can talk it out?
Just spit it
can't
out,
afford it.
kid.
All right, it is Scar from The Lion King.
Oh yes.
yes.
All right, I was like, don't give me crap for that because I know this one's kind of hard because I know he doesn't show up for a lot of the movie, but his threat is still there the whole time, I feel like. And, you know, they pop into him every now and then. He's got Zazu and whatever.
Simba, and never return.
But he is a very menacing villain without, like...
Kill him.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do much. He's just menacing all on his own with a lazy uncle, you know, underside or whatever. That's just his shtick. It's just a very lazy uncle. But the way he talks to Mufasa is like, oh, that's scary. That's and then long live the king and pushes him off.
I'm afraid I'm on the shallow end of the gene pool.
No, I love him as a villain, and his villain song is awesome.
Yeah, it is really
It
wicked.
is such a good one with all that green fire everywhere too, and the hyenas.
And,
Love
and
it.
he's kind of like flaunting it. He's like, ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like he
he's
knows
into it.
he knows he's bad. So my first pick is Scar.
It's good. It's a good villain, man.
Yay!
Because Mufasa's like the dad you always want, and to see like your father be murdered right in front of your face like that. I mean, he actually doesn't see it, but I mean,
Yeah.
he kills like the most awesome, awesome dude ever.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Best dad.
I'd say Brian goes next.
All right. So I mean, here's the thing. I have them in order, but I'm not gonna say it in order. But if you take it, Katie, because I want to save it for my next round. I don't even know if it's
Listen,
gonna get back to me. I don't know if it's gonna get back to me. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
Whoa.
I'm gonna say it. I'm afraid you're gonna steal
pause.
it.
I'm not going to because
I think he's
have
gonna
my
say-
own picks.
I think he's gonna say Frollo.
Who?
No,
Who?
is that how you say his
Frollo? Judge
name?
Frollo?
Frollo, yeah.
That was
No,
my
that's not who I was gonna
pick,
say.
too.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go and because I don't want anybody to steal it.
Go
because
for it then.
it's the best villain. Gaston is the best. One of the
that
best
is
Disney
not
villains.
What I was thinking at all
Gaston?
in the
Really?
slightest bit.
Dude, Gaston is such a great villain. Just a great character all around. I love the guy. He is so
Everyone does.
vain. and he's just so full of himself. He's amazing. The dude can't get it through his head that Belle is like repulsed by him. And he's like, if I can't have her, nobody will. You know, it's so good.
He's very passionate about this.
And again, too, he has a great song. His song is incredible. It's, I mean, I love it. I love the vampiness of it. Just the homoeroticism of it is just perfect. It's such
Disney
a great
does a great
villain.
job with their villain songs, I think. With their songs in general, but the villain ones are very standout, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
I thought Katie was gonna steal it from me because to me, Gaston is the great villain. You know?
Actually, I'm very surprised that you didn't say the one that was always yours, but I'm not gonna say it.
I thought maybe he would go with Clayton over Gaston, but
No, Clayton.
No.
What?
He's a wiener.
Clayton is on nobody's radar for
He's
villain.
so scary to me. Well, at least when I
So
was a kid.
scary.
Yes.
He's like
That's scary.
he's like a ham sandwich away from being overweight. You know.
Because he's like, you know,
not.
just so I'll be your buddy. And then whenever he turns on you and then he's got his goons, it's like, oh my gosh.
He's got his goons. Yeah, the monkeys dispatch the goons like no problem.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah.
Whatever.
Jeez.
Anyways, Gaston. Here's the thing. I'm gonna throw this out there. If you really think about it, Gaston, if he had killed the Beast and he had found Belle, he would have killed Belle. Okay, because that dude was insane. He would have murdered Belle and her father.
What
all
is
right,
your
he
point?
would have burned the whole village if
That he's a
it
good
made
villain.
him happy. You know,
Okay.
seriously, because that's how
I don't
messed
think
up
he would
that guy
have killed
was.
Belle. I think he would have
He
stolen
would
her.
No,
have.
he was gonna throw her in an asylum. He wasn't gonna kill her.
He was gonna steal her.
No,
He would've-
listen to
he would've
me.
Thrown her in an asylum.
He would have taken what he needed and thrown her away like a piece of garbage, okay? And then she would have been like the little wife working for Gaston, just becoming more of a shell of a shell of a shell of herself.
He wanted little
okay?
Niños running around the ground. That's what he
That's
wanted.
sick person, man. Dang. Gosh. Gaston is a great villain, dude. Gaston is like America in the 90s. You know, that's what he
my.
is, dude.
All right.
Goodness.
Gaston.
Kate, what you got for us?
All right, Ileana already spilled the beans on the one that I
Frollo?
picked. Yeah, Judge
Furlough?
Yeah.
Furlough? Judge Furlough?
I thought you said furlough. Like, what?
Yeah,
What
like
is-
work furlough or something.
Yeah.
No, it's Judge Frollo from the Hunchback of Notre Dame. That is a menacing, evil
Again, a
guy.
very twisted guy.
Yeah.
A guy that really
Very-
got messed up.
very evil.
Good
Backward
choice.
thinking.
And I think it weighs more on me because he's supposed to be a man of faith and is supposed to be a leader.
Right.
But he
In the
just-
book, in the original book, he's a priest. Yeah, he's not a.
Well, no,
They had to change it. You know.
yeah, and it is he's like holier than thou, but he's just off his rocker, and he thinks that everybody's beneath him, and he doesn't understand love. He doesn't know what compassion and anything soft. He doesn't know anything like that. He reminds me of the judge from Sweeney Todd, where it's just like out for blood. Like you're not agreeing with me? Okay, well then you're going to jail. You're going to die right here.
And he's lusty too. He's lusting after
Yes.
these women.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah, in the eyes of God, even he does it in the church. His villain song, he's actually praying to Mother Maria, and he's like, "Tell me, Maria, like why are these things happen? Why am I surrounded by such immoral people?" But at the same time, yes, I'm going to burn the city to the ground. I'm going to burn all of Paris because I can't have this woman. Again, a grease ball. He's just a greasy.
But he
yucky
also
old
knows
man.
that he's wrong too. He deep down he knows like he can feel the fires of hell himself because he's such a hypocrite.
Fire,
You know.
fire. Yeah, and that song alone, man. That is like that just like, oh, it's so good.
Again,
Just feel
Disney in
them.
the 90s, they did not give a dang. If you look at it, all our villains are 90s Disney movies. That's how good they were.
Just you
That's
wait.
my last one. Actually, that's Disney. My other ones are
But
not.
that
Disney.
tells you how awesome Disney was in the 90s.
Yeah,
They did
yeah.
not
They really
care.
had.
They did not mess around. They were like, we got a guy who's going to kill his own brother. We got a guy who's going to, murder a whole town just to get what he wants. And then a guy who's going to commit genocide on a whole group of people. Burn
Yeah.
people at the stake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Man, we don't mess around. This is Disney, bro.
This is Disney, bro.
Oh man. And then we have alongside that we also have the Disney straight to release VHS tapes. Scamp's Adventure.
Scamp.
The
Oh my gosh.
junkyard.
Oh my gosh. In the junkyard. Oh, that one's bad.
Jeez. Or
All right.
Cinderella's like triple movies.
Hey,
Just-
Cinderella 3 is a great movie. Don't knock it.
I actually liked all of them, but it's like, oh my gosh. Anyway, Ileana, what is your next pick?
Alrighty,
goodness sake.
this one is not Disney. This one is actually Leica.
Oh,
And can you guys see where I'm going with this one?
Yes, that was one of my picks.
The other mother from
that
Coraline.
was one of my picks. Nice.
Talk
one.
about menacing. Talk about twisted. Oh my goodness. If you've ever seen this movie, Coraline, 2009, great film. Very dark, very gritty. Not a very happy children's movie as they make it out to be, with a little girl with a blue hair and yellow rain jacket. It seems like it's gonna be a fun kids movie. No, that movie is a child's horror film. Perfect for a child to watch if they want to get into horror films, because it is scary. The other mother is scary. She will take you into her clutches. She will reel you in with all these dreams and all these loves that you want and all these promises. But underneath, she is a black widow spider, and she's a scary one, ready to steal your eyeballs and replace them with button eyes. Needle and all, ready to sew them right in. And that's scary. And so when Coraline is trying to escape and her neck just starts extending and her spine just starts coming and her chin gets all pointy and her head, ooh!
And she starts screaming.
Yes.
She goes from this soft spoken
Gentle.
game. We could play a game. Like that.
Yeah.
Or what do you like to eat? We can have whatever you want.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she's like, "You're not living!"
Oh, and the
It's
way they
scary.
animated it too, with like the door pounding in on Coraline when she's escaping
Yeah.
through the tunnel. Oh, that's so scary. And the web that she spun out of like needles or something, so freaky. And she's just climbing, and you're like, this is really scary. I don't know if Coraline's gonna make it out. So the best villain right there. Leica did a great job writing that character, or at least they didn't write the character, but making it come to life and making it so scary. Great job. I'm glad you had that one on your list, though, Kate.
Yeah, thanks for reading my mind again.
What you gotta do? What you
Again.
gotta do? All right, Brian.
Is it me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
He went
All
on
right,
so
I'm
long
gonna-
about Gaston.
Now he's tired.
Okay, here is I think this villain, he's really cool. That's one thing I really like about this villain. He's very cool, but he doesn't mess around. This guy is not afraid to squish heads, if you get what I'm meaning. I'm talking about Hopper from A Bug's Life.
Yeah, my man, my movie.
Okay, this dude is ready to kill his own brother, but because he promised his mother on his deathbed that he wouldn't, even though he desperately wants to. Again, he's also a flawed villain. He's deathly afraid of birds. Other than that, he doesn't matter. He's ready to kill the queen. He's going to squish the queen.
Stupid? Do I look stupid to you? Let's just think about it now. Let's just think about the possibilities.
Again, I I think and it's voiced wonderfully by Kevin Spacey. Rest in
Yes.
peace. But I mean, Hopper is a gang leader. He leads the Grasshoppers, and they take what they want. And so
Ooh,
he's a tough guy. He's
scene.
like a Becker gang leader. He's really awesome.
The seed throwing. Did this hurt? No. Okay. How
about
about
this
this one? Are you kidding? Oh, well, how about this? And then just all, and the guys.
And then he just stands there while they all die, and
oh, it's wonderful.
like he's got no soul. He's cold. Hopper is a cold-blooded killer. People don't realize that when you watch the cutie fun ants ripoff, Bugs Life.
Oh my gosh.
Hopper's evil. He's evil, man. That's it. That's all I got for Hopper.
The little girls. He starts yelling at the little girls. They're gonna squish my mom.
Oh no, not the queen.
Oh no, that's a great villain. I'm glad you picked him. All right, Katie.
All right, I'm gonna switch gears here before somebody says this one. This is a bad guy. He is a bad guy. He's bigger. He's badder. Ladies and gentlemen, he's too much for Mr. Incredible. He's Syndrome from The Incredibles. Oh, where
Great
do I
villain.
even begin with Syndrome?
My name's not Buddy.
Yeah.
Who did you contact?
And it's not Incredible either.
I've outgrown you.
So he is a really cool villain. He is from The Incredibles. He starts out as a fanboy of Mr. Incredibles. He even calls himself Incrediboy. He hops in the Incredimobile. He wants to go fight crime with him, but his dreams are dashed when, he doesn't even realize that Mr. Incredible actually saved his life because Bon Voyage put a bomb on his freaking cape as he was going to leap out the window and fly and get help. He never realized that. But nonetheless, his dreams were shattered, and he vowed to make and sell weapons to, other villains in the world. And then he said that nobody will be special after this. Nobody will be a hero because everybody will just be special, and that makes everybody not special. And the way that he just walks, his swagger, his laugh, the way he literally took out every other superhero minus the Incredibles and Frozone.
All of the Terminateds that you see or eliminated, whatever that word was.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my
One
gosh.
after the other. They are deceased. And in the Incredibles
Hiding
2
behind the bones of another super? Oh, I'm still geeking out about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And even in The Incredibles 2, the only people that were left were what they call the B heroes, which were the lamer ones. That's what we're stuck with now. But, going to his swagger, to his intellect, to his he wants to destroy everything.
His swagger when he swipes his nose as he's walking to the
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah. Also, he's got an amazing head of hair. No one can top that.
Mm-hmm.
So, my pick is
Incrediboy.
Incrediboy.
That's a good pick. I am on the struggle bus. I am caught
Period.
between two. And Disney really has come up with some great villains. And I think I'm going to have to give it to Hans from Frozen.
Are you serious?
No, I'm totally kidding. Totally
okay.
kidding.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
I wanted to see you guys.
You about to Angry Beavers this thing, bro.
No, I'm not doing that. That's funny though.
Oh my
Can you imagine
god.
if I put that on the
Anna,
list?
if only there was someone who loved you.
Oh,
Boo.
that is when the entire audience goes.
Yeah. Because no one saw it coming. Everybody was like, wait, what? What? But no, that was a stupid villain. No, thank you. The ones that I'm caught between, or should I just not even say?
Just say them. It's okay. We're all friends here. Just say them. Do it.
I got a ton though. Now I thought about it. I got a ton of like guys we got to fight over for number 10.
I know.
Like a lot of honorable
Okay,
mentions.
so here are mine. I either want another mother character, which is Mother Gothel, or Yzma.
Ooh, go with Yzma. Ooh, I would pick Yzma every day. Like,
and
ooh.
smash it with the hammer.
Okay,
Brilliant,
fine.
brilliant,
Yes.
brilliant! I tell you.
Fine, I'm gonna go with Yzma.
Yeah.
If you guys do not know me, I am Cusco. Like, literally. Which is not good to admit.
I can feel it.
Our moment of triumph approaches.
That
It's
movie...
dinner time.
That movie cracks me up so much. That is one of my favorite Disney movies. And Yzma's character makes that
so good.
film.
Oh man.
Ah.
Brilliant. Such a
The
brilliant
way
choice.
the way that her character looks is just, what the heck is she? She looks like 100-year-old like bat thing, just like, I don't know what she's doing, walking around those
Just but these shoes.
Look at those wrinkles. What is holding this woman together?
How long has
What
that
the-
been in there?
How long has that been in there?
But she is such a great character. She's funny. She is spunky. The way she, treats Kronk cracks me up. The way she wants to kill Cusco after firing her, of all things. But sir, I'm your advisor.
What does that little worm think he is? Doesn't he realize that? A little to the left. Have any idea of who he's dealing with? How can he do this to me? Well, I practically raised him. Yeah, you think it would have turned out better. Yeah, go figure.
And then the part when they're at the restaurant, and she's or even when she's at Pacha's house and she's talking to his wife, and the way she's playing with the kids, 99 monkeys jumping out of bed. One fell off and bumped his head. But the way Yzma's talking to the mom, and she cartwheels out to the jump rope scene where the mom is picking up the tea on the floor, and then she cartwheels back.
She's playing, she's jump roping while playing patty cake with...
Yeah, talking about the plan. Where are they?
When I give the signal, you search the house. Okay, but I still have 99 monkeys to go.
Make it quick. And then cartwheels back.
Are you kidding me? This is hand-carved mahogany.
Mark it down.
And also, whenever she's the kitty cat, that scene is also great.
Is that my voice? Is that my voice? Oh, well.
Wrong
Okay.
lever!
Oh,
It's Katie's.
I could quote that movie like all day.
She's such a great character. And a villain, too. She wants to kill Cusco. Goodness gracious. So that makes her a villain. Even if she doesn't even act like one.
Why do we even have that lever?
All right, it's Katie's turn? No, Brian.
No, it's Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Oh man, I have so many good ones here that I'm
Disney
looking at.
has made so many. It was hard.
And a lot of them are Disney, so I'm going to go outside the box from Disney, step aside from that, and I'm going to go with the villain that is a tragic villain. He didn't have to be a villain, you know? I mean, honestly, he was a great guy, but it's just...
Tai Lung.
Not Tai Lung. It's just that he was brothers with the wrong guy, the brother that had all the destiny, you know? And so... his destiny was to save his people, and he was the king at the wrong time. So that's Ramses from Prince of Egypt. Ramses is a tragic villain. A villain that, I mean, loses everything, truly. And, I mean, at the end of the film, like most villains in these animated films, they really get their comeuppance. They either die by falling, or they get thrown in jail. But Ramses at the end is just a completely broken man who's just left on the shore, just shouting for his brother whom he loved. He loved his brother, but now all he can do is curse his brother.
That really
That's-
is sad. Because you
it
do
is-
see how
it's-
much he treats him well.
You know, it's the tragedy of that story. Even though it's a story about freedom and love and destiny and faith and everything, but, you know, Ramses, you know, he ends up, his father says, one weak link can destroy the chain of a mighty dynasty, and it ends up having to be Ramses, who's ruins one of the greatest civilizations of all time, the Egyptian civilization. So yeah, he's just left there on the seashore, of the Red Sea, just cursing, Moses. Such a great villain, a guy who is like willing to kill babies,
And instead loses his own.
Yeah, and loses his own, and then he's just there in that. I mean, it's just the beauty of that animation when he's just there with Moses, and Moses is like, Moses, the hero, is like, it didn't have to be this way. It could have gone so many different ways. So yeah, Ramses is the tragic villain.
Way to bring the mood down, bro.
Man.
We're talking about Yzma before that.
I know, right?
So now we have to agree. No. Katie gets her last one. Katie.
Yes. Okay, so I'm once again torn because
It's
there
hard.
are. This is really hard. There are a lot of villains.
I have a lot. I have like 4 that I'm about to fight
Yeah.
tooth and nail for.
And there are a lot of villains. The villain makes the problem, so it has to be a compelling villain that makes it interesting. So I this is not my pick. I would love to say Hades from Hercules. Again,
Yes.
Oh,
another-
that's one of my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm gonna go a completely different route. Just stay with me. I'm gonna go with Lord Business from the Lego Movie.
Oh man.
And yes,
I don't really
and-
like that one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, if not that one, if you don't want that one, then I'll go with the Joker from the Lego Batman movie. I think they're both very similar. Yeah. No? Do you want me to go
No.
with Hades then?
Yeah.
I'd rather you go with Hades.
Yeah.
I thought about Lord Business,
Me
but
too.
at the end he's just
He wasn't really villain.
he's not as compelling.
No, there are
I
so
was
many
also
other good
thinking.
ones.
I was also thinking of Lord Farquaad.
I was thinking Farquaad too. Farquaad is much more compelling.
Yeah, the
Then
Lord
Lord
of
Business.
I'll talk about Hades.
But I like
because-
I think Hades was on my
Hades
mention.
definitely should be
He
on
was
there.
up there for me. Totally.
Okay, so I just wanted to avoid yet another 90s
But
Disney.
that's the thing. They really had it out for all these awesome villains. They made awesome stories. So they're very much deserved for this list.
So here's why I like Hades. He's hilarious.
James Woods. That's it.
Yeah, the acting is spot on. He goes one moment from screaming to "I'm fine, I'm good, I'm fine," and you can relate to that, can you not? Where you're just like "Yeah," and then you're like "I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm cool," and
Why did you yell like Linguini?
yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly what you sounded like.
Anyway, so he wants to kill Hercules so that he can take over Olympus, release the Titans and take over Olympus. And he's everything he throws at Hercules, even as a baby, nothing is killing this guy. And so he thinks outside the box a little bit, and he takes Hercules' love interest and turns her against him, even though she doesn't really want to. And, it's pretty much the story. But along the way, he's just so desperate to take out Hercules. His expressions are awesome. We dance, we schmooze, we carry on. We go home. What do you say? Come on. And just the delivery of the lines are so great. So I guess that's why I love it. That's why it
Yeah,
was my pick.
such a good pick, dude. So good. Unbelievable.
I have my number one pick for this last one because
This
I
was
have
the last one.
No, for number 10.
Oh,
For us all
okay.
to agree on, because I have this long list and I'm like, all of these are awesome. I love all of them. However, I just came across the one that beats all of them for me.
What?
Radigan.
See, I thought Brian was gonna pick Radigan.
Radigan?
Radigan
Oh.
from the Great Mouse Detective.
I
Yeah,
Do you
I
think
will-
so?
I promise on a Bible, I thought that instead of Gaston, Brian was gonna say Ratigan.
Would you guys be on board with him?
Like we mentioned
No,
my other
I
ones
can't.
that I
You wouldn't be on board
I
with
don't know.
him. He's
He had
so
a dumb idea.
deserved.
He
I
had a
had
dumb
I
idea.
had
He,
the
but he
people
was
that I
still
had.
a great villain.
I had Monstro from Pinocchio because that thing was scary. Scared me as a child.
He was just, that's his natural habitat, though.
No,
they invaded
scary.
his spot.
Lotso Huggin' Bear.
I have lots. So
I thought about Lotso.
I have-
Lotso Huggin'. Okay, Shere Khan
What is that? Jungle
from
Book?
Jungle Book.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, yeah, lest we forget, Ileana hasn't seen it.
You haven't seen the Jungle Book, dude?
We went, but Brian, we have been through this before. I have only seen Jungle Book 2.
Okay, and then but here's the one that we really need to discuss because this villain is so good, so twisted, so evil, and very old. Jafar.
He's a great villain too.
Jafar is a
He is
great
good.
villain.
But
I just don't want to put
Ratigan.
him on the list.
Jafar is a great villain.
Jafar,
And look,
Jafar, he's
he's
our man if you
he's
can beat him.
pervy.
Right.
Do you see the way he's looking at like Jasmine? You know, I want Princess Jasmine to
Yeah.
desperately fall in love with me. You know,
The way he
and
is
he's
a little-
like, and then Genie's like, Master, there's a couple of things. Don't talk to me like that, you big blue louse. You do what I say, slave. Jafar, I never realized how super handsome you are.
That's
Okay, so if
Go
not
on.
Ratigan, how about Hexus from
You know what?
Fern
I just
Gully.
had this brain black. Wait, we're not including...
Hexus, yeah.
from Fern Gully?
We're
I'm not really.
including anime, correct?
No.
I was gonna say, Baba from Spirited Away.
She's a villain, but
No.
not that great.
No.
I thought she was a very good villain.
Nah. Just kind of okay.
All right, wait. We got Jafar, Ratigan. Who else are we throwing into the mix, though?
I said Tai Lung or
I
Shen.
said Fairy Godmother.
She's a great one.
Yeah.
From Shrek 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tai Lung or Shen from the Kung Fu Panda movies. Both of those villains are awesome.
No.
What? Shen is really good.
Is
villain.
that the
the
stork?
peacock?
Yeah, the peacock. Stork. Yeah, the peacock. I agree. He is terrifying.
He is
really
terrifying.
is.
The fact
Like,
that
there's
he
this-
annihilated all of the pandas just because it
Yeah.
was in his future that he
And-
would
and-
be taken over by one or whatever.
And he will just smite you with his gaze. Like
Yes.
he's got the eyeballs of a crazy person.
He's played by Gary Oldman. It's
Yes,
really
Gary
good.
Oldman.
So what are our what are we
Jafar,
narrowing it down to?
Ratigan.
Shen.
I'm not
or
voting
Lotso.
for I'm not voting for Ratigan. I would vote for Lotso
What?
before that.
Yeah, and Lotso.
No,
yeah.
Ratigan.
No Ratigan. He had a dumb idea.
Oh, Ratigan. No, Ratigan.
Eventually
Yeah, but at the
people-
end, he like goes feral.
Yes,
and
it's
It
scary.
is scary.
That whole
that's
clock
scary,
scene.
but no,
Ugh.
that's one scene.
And he's like so imposing, and he's just like, "I'm not a rat.
Yeah.
Of
And
course
the way,
you're not. You're a mouse. Yeah, a really big mouse."
Silence. Oh, Bartholomew.
the way he talks, is that the kitty's name?
No, that's the
No,
guy
that's
that
the
upset
rat,
him.
the mouse that's about to die.
No,
I'm
what's the cat's
afraid-
name?
Like Tisha or something.
No, it's
Tisha.
Tisha.
Felicia.
Felicia, yes.
Felicia, my
my
princess, my little
baby.
angel.
The daddy's little whitey buddy.
Enjoy your treat. anyway, no, I would go with Lotso. Either Lotso or the stork. I'm just kidding. I'm
It's
just
a
kidding.
peacock.
Yes.
Wait. Another one to throw out there, and then we'll make a decision. What about
Ursula?
Shan Yu? Shan Yu from Mulan.
No, he was
Nah.
stupid.
Okay.
No,
Not
I
that
thought
great.
about it. I
Every
thought
other
about
character
him.
was much better than him.
He was menacing, but once again, once again, he conquered a few armies, but then he had no plan. I don't know. I'm critical of the last stages. If you're gonna invade a country, do it right.
Ursula, she's a good one too.
She is a very good one, and she was. In the right
I completely forgot about Ursula,
she
man.
was in the right to destroy Ariel. She signed a contract.
Oh my god.
She should have read it. She should have read the contract.
Wait, there were a lot of the like, classic Disney animated villains, Maleficent, Lady.
Don't like her that much.
Lady, what's her name from Cinderella?
Tremaine.
That she's super
That's a
scary.
great villain.
She's super evil.
We gotta
is
pick
pretty.
one. We gotta pick one.
I'm still gonna go with Lotso. He was a dictator.
Lotso.
Yeah, he was a dictator.
I'll go Lotso too. I will. He
Okay,
was in
I
my
had him on
combo.
my list too.
Yeah.
And he's got a
Lotso.
tragic backstory.
She's
Ready to be thrown away.
Stop
a good-
being such a baby.
Oh, that one's sad. That one's sad.
I also had Zerg on my list, but he wasn't in there enough.
Oh, Zerg! Man, get the heck out of here, bro, with your Saturday morning cereal time stuff.
No, like the movies, from the movies, not the animated show.
Yeah, Zerg, he's not even in there.
He's in Toy Story 2.
He's like hardly a villain, Kate.
That's why I didn't pick him.
He's a comic relief, man.
The villain is
Go
Al.
on, Bubsy.
Al from Al's Toy Barn. That's the villain.
I knew there was something about that chicken man.
Oh my god.
He's the real villain.
Welcome to Al's Toy Barn.
Or Prospector is the real villain in that
Ooh,
one
yeah.
too.
Prospector is too, dude. I thought about him because at the end he's like, "Oh, I can get you a part in Toy Story 3, probably."
You know that they don't show that anymore?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because it's grooming. Yeah, it's grooming. So they're like, oh, can't do that.
Ooh, that wasn't okay.
Oh, in 1998, it was hilarious though.
It's still hilarious, but it's wrong.
So we're gonna go with Lotso.
Yeah,
Lots of hugging bear.
Ready to just be thrown away. What if we had picked instead Yokai from, you guys don't even know his name. Yokai is actually his name from Big Hero 6. That was his mistake.
No one cares about, that was his mistake.
Yeah.
No one cares about Big Hero 6.
Well, I looked at one of the lists of like, top villains or whatever for animated villains, and he was on it. I was like,
gosh.
he was hardly a villain.
More so than a villain is the sheep lady from Zootopia.
Yeah.
I was thinking about like the Don
Bellwether?
Bluth movies, not Don Bluth, and I couldn't think of any.
Rasputin.
Oh yeah,
He's one.
Yeah.
Yeah, or that weird owl from what's it called?
Oh, but he didn't. He
Secret
wasn't the
of NIMH?
villain though.
Rockadoodle.
Secret of NIMH?
Rockadoodle?
Oh, the Count. Was that his
Yeah,
name?
yeah, and then you also
Uncle
have the Secret
Dookie,
of-
yeah.
Oh my gosh, Mrs. Tweedy from
Yeah, I thought about
Chicken
that.
Run.
I thought about that too.
But in like Land Before Time, there was Sharptooth.
There's too many good villains. They've really written some awesome ones.
But in a Five Goes West, there was the one rat, and
If Five Goes West, it was a cat.
oh no, I'm thinking the first one, American Tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard Wesley that time laughing.
No, that was still Fidel.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
that one sounded very Wesley.
Yeah, and then